Now, Quebec reported 583 new infections. The province now has more than 6,000 cases, the most in the country. Joining me now from Montreal is Aaron Derfel, is a medical reporter for the Montreal Gazette. So, Aaron, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
All right, so Aaron, you're in the epicenter of the COVID-19 cases in the province. What are you hearing from people with their fears and their frustrations right now?
A lot of people are frustrated. That's in the general public. People are cooped up in their homes, but among healthcare professionals, they're panicking. Those are the words that they're giving me. They're panicking. They're terrorized by, terrified by what's going on. It's in this city, there are 2,800 people who have been infected. Yesterday, 29 people in Montreal have died. The death toll went up by 12 cases yesterday. So it's really serious in Montreal.
Mm-hmm. And Premier Legault actually announced that Quebec will be providing its longer-term COVID-19 projections on Tuesday, something that we saw yesterday in Ontario. What are you expecting to hear?
Well, the Premier, François Legault, yesterday he suggested there might be several scenarios, as was the case in Ontario. A worst-case scenario, probably a more realistic scenario, if all the public health measures are followed. At this point, it's premature to suggest. The government says that it has, I believe, 7,000 beds at the ready. But that might not be enough if this really ratchets up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And there's also a worrisome number of outbreaks in seniors' residences across Quebec. What's the latest on that front?
Well, I can tell you that just in Montreal, there are 22 outbreaks in nursing homes. Most of the deaths are coming from the nursing homes. And our Premier has posted security guards at nursing homes. He's now saying that families can take their loved ones out of nursing homes, as has been suggested. The situation is clearly a crisis that's worsening.
All right, and the number of cases in Quebec jumps by a significant amount every single day. Is there a concern that residents think with all the self-isolation and physical distancing that the efforts just aren't working?
I think the feeling is that, especially in Montreal, that some people are not respecting social distancing. So there were reports that people were running in groups in one of our parks, La Fontaine Park. So the city of Montreal, and this is where most of the cases, the epicenter of our epidemic in Quebec is in Montreal. This is why our mayor, Valérie Plante, announced that police are cracking down. Police will give fines of up to $6,000 to people who are not respecting self-isolation orders, those who are infected, and people who are not respecting social distancing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for this update. Once again, that's Aaron Derfel, medical reporter for the Montreal Gazette. Thanks again, Aaron.